Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a new episode of Just the Tips. I believe this is episode 21. Our podcast is legally old enough to drink. I'm Joanna Angel.
What's up? I'm Aaron, or Small Hands.
And today, I'm
tired.
Ooh, yeah, you are tired.
I'm just gonna say it. I am effing tired.
I'm a little tired too, but I'm one of those people. It must be my ADD. I work better when I am exhausted. It like my body goes into some kind of overdrive. I've actually read about this. It's a real thing. If I get 10, 12, or even 8 solid hours of sleep, I wake up the next day and incredibly tired. If I get like 4 hours of sleep and that sleep is not even real sleep, it's more like anxiety that I have to get up soon, I actually have a very productive day the next day. It's probably not.
Is that why
mentally...
you're always tired? Because you never sleep 4 hours. You always sleep a lot.
Yes.
I'm the one who has trouble sleeping.
I never have trouble sleeping.
So every night for you is like at least 8 hours.
Right.
So.
Unless last night I didn't sleep 8 hours. I was right. Like awake and anxious, or if I have to get on a plane, or if I know I have to get up super early, the anxiety of missing my alarm starts. I don't know. So yeah, I am more productive on less sleep and more stress because I have mental problems.
All right. Well, you can crush it today, and I'll just be regular ass tired over here.
Okay. Well, last week we spoke about our preparations and for our Halloween shoot and some of our past Halloween shoots. So last night we actually did.
Well, hold on. No, it wasn't last night. It was yesterday.
Yes, there was
yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, last night.
Yes, we did our Halloween shoot yesterday.
It took about 15 hours.
Yes, it was not supposed to take that long. As we said last week, there's always issues, you know?
And that's why I'm tired.
And that's why Aaron's tired. Anyway.
So we dressed up as Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. I had the bald cap on.
A beanie.
The sunglasses. Basically we recreated. They did a photo shoot in New York.
No, it wasn't in New York.
It wasn't
actually.
In New York.
It was in LA at the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah. So they did an iconic photo shoot for a vegan chicken like vegan chicken strip brand called Daring Chicken, I believe it was, and we kind of recreated it.
With our own spin on it.
Yeah, so
we called it boning chicken.
Yeah, we did, and then we actually boned.
And then we boned
as Kourtney and Travis. You know, it was a very.
I felt like I was her. I have to admit, Aaron, you looked a lot more like Travis than I looked like Kourtney, and especially by the time we got to the boning, most of my tattoos, I just look like a person with faded tattoos. I don't look like a person with no tattoos. I was actually trying to look this morning if there was some kind of AI filter we could use in the editing to fix that, because I know we can. Is there? Brian is a wizard and he knows everything.
I'm sure we could figure that out.
I know. I was trying to look and see, because by the time the shoot came around, a lot of the tattoo makeup had faded, and it just, I look ridiculous. I actually look nothing like Kourtney Kardashian. like not even like it's. I'm sorry, Kourtney.
Although we did take some photos outside on the streets in Manhattan, and there were a couple people who were like, "Wait,
yeah, a couple people.
Them? Is that?"
Yeah, I think the two of us standing next to each other. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, I had, from the very first episode of our show, if everybody remembers, the first episode of our show was before I went to go see Blink-182. Mm-hmm. And I had VIP passes to go see Blink-182. So I saved my laminate. I was able to use that in the photo shoot. The most interesting part of the photo shoot, what inspired this costume?
This was Joanna's idea.
Yes, kind of. Yeah.
No, not kind of.
Yeah, no, this was all my idea.
100% this was your idea.
But here's what really inspired it.
I really didn't want to wear a bald cap.
I know you didn't want to wear a bald cap. And
now that I've worn one,
you're never
really
gonna wear
don't
one
want to
again.
wear one.
Yeah, you have a lot of hair.
It's not about the hair. The whole point is to cover up a head of hair with it. So it's okay that you have hair. It's just the person who was putting it on, it was their first time doing it, and they didn't know what they were doing. Yeah. And it showed.
And that is the short version of the story.
Anyway, what was special about your half of the costume equation was?
So when I hosted the XBiz Awards, actually a lot of the photos from the XBiz Awards is what's used in the intro of this show. I don't know if there's actually a photo in this outfit. Anyway, when I was hosting the XBiz Awards, January of 2023 with Aaron, we did it together. There is a woman I know. She used to make me all my latex when I lived in LA, and I wore latex more often in my life. Her name, she goes by the name of Venus Prototype. She creates latex for a lot of celebrities and stuff, and she makes great stuff. Anyway, she had messaged me sometime in later December, and she said, "Hey, I saw that you're hosting the XBiz Awards. I don't know if you have all of your outfits planned." And at the time, when you host an award show, it's typical to have 3 outfits. You need 2 for the stage and 1 for the carpet. I don't know. It's a lot of outfits, whatever. And I actually at the time had my 2 outfits for the stage. I didn't have 1 for the carpet. Anyway, she said, "I just styled and created outfits for a Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker photo shoot, and at the end of the shoot, I kept the outfits, and I'm allowed to do what I want with them." And she said, "And I have your measurements, and I'm actually looking at this dress, and it would look great on you, and it would fit you with just a few little adjustments. Would you like to wear this dress?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw you were hosting the show and I thought of you." And I was like, "Yes, I would love to wear the dress." And at the time I really did need a dress for the carpet. So I actually wore not a replica, but the exact dress that Kourtney wore.
In her photo shoot.
And you
wore that same dress yesterday.
And I wore that same dress.
As Kourtney.
In
our photo
shoot. And I remember at the XBiz Awards, I was like, "Oh, Aaron, maybe you should wear a blazer that looks like Travis Barker's." And then you were like, "No, I'm not doing that." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, this is not Halloween. This is an award show. But we can do that for Halloween."
And we did last night.
And we did that for Halloween. It did not go quite as smoothly as I thought. But yeah, the pictures look bomb. The pictures, this is just straight out of my cell phone, the pictures. So they're going to be touched up. So this is really like first looks. Look at my Blink-182 laminate.
You don't really look like her at all.
I don't look like her at all. I think in retrospect, so in the photo shoot I was copying, she had wavy hair. I think I shouldn't have done that. I should have just had a straight wig because she mostly has straight hair. I was going to say,
I recall her in my mind as having straight hair.
She had kind of wavy hair in the photo shoot, and the wavy wig that I got just got like frizzier and frizzier throughout the day. I don't know what happened. The wig, I think, was alive. Yeah. And I should have just gotten a straight wig because she's mostly seen wearing a straight wig.
So we started this yesterday at like 11 a.m. is when things like kind of, and then like makeup got to our place at like noon. After we took, these parody photos, we still had a porno to make.
Yeah.
So I think we were fucking at like 1 a.m. Finally, it was the last thing to do. And by that time, both of our makeup and kind of it was looking a little sloppy.
It looks very sloppy.
So if you watch the porn movie, which you should, and you can get it on both of our OnlyFans pages soon.
Yeah.
Think of it more like Travis and Kourtney boning in a private sex tape after like a really long week.
More
month.
like Travis went out somewhere and a crazed fan kidnapped Courtney and locked her in a closet somewhere and took her outfit and then like as he was leaving, this Courtney imitator grabbed Travis's hand and was like, "All right, babe, let's go home." And somehow
like
he didn't
went
notice.
Home with a fake.
Yes, like he went home with a fake Courtney, and because he's always wearing sunglasses, just didn't realize. He's always kind of a little doofy. I don't know. Maybe in the moment he just didn't realize that this was not actually Courtney, but a Courtney replacement with faded tattoos.
Yeah, so it's
and if that's the fantasy that you're looking for,
boy, we have a treat
we have
for
it.
you.
Yeah, we have it for you. In the, I know. I mean, they obviously fast forward to today. She's obviously very pregnant and about to have a baby. But this is a parody of of Travis and Courtney, like last season or season 1 of the Hulu Kardashians, before she was pregnant, when she was really trying to get pregnant. I actually thought it was kind of cute on the show. I know.
I don't watch the show.
Yes,
so
you
I have
do.
No idea.
You sometimes watch it when it's on.
But
in
that's
because
we live in New York and there's nowhere to go in our apartment. And if you're watching it, then by default, I'm also sort of watching
what, everybody, there has been at least twice where Aaron was like, "I am not watching this," and he went to do something else and he left the room at some point because he was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Yeah,
you got interested. You got slightly interested.
Been occasional moments that have caught my attention, but I have no idea where she's at now, what stage in her pregnancy. Right. I didn't even know she was pregnant.
Oh, come on. She's pregnant.
No,
that's like,
I did not.
World news. She's like very pregnant.
I did not realize that.
Oh.
Especially last night when we're filming and you're like, "Get me pregnant, Travis."
Well, this is, yes,
come on,
I know.
Put a baby in me, Travis. And I'm like, "Oh, we're okay. We're still in
character." Well, that was
here.
like, season 1 and they were really trying to have a baby.
Well, I did I did what Travis did, which was I nodded and then I jizzed inside of you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be romantic if this is how I actually got pregnant?
What, in a porn parody?
Yes.
Cosplaying romantic? You know what? Romance can mean many things to many people.
And I think that is
and
the
if that is,
definition of romance.
If that's what you close your eyes and envision, then sure. But we did it. We did it.
We did the damn thing.
We did it, and you all listening are the first to hear about it, first to see.
It was really fun.
An image. It was an adventure.
I think me and you, it's like we fuck on like holidays for OnlyFans. Like I think the last time we did a scene, just the two of us, was for Valentine's Day, and then I think the time before that was like for Christmas.
We've done some 4th of July ones.
It's like there has to be a holiday for us to just have sex with each other on OnlyFans.
No. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, it happens other times too.
The holidays were usually in some silly ass like costume or like in outfit that is themed for the holiday. Like we've boned before as like I was Santa and you were an elf. That sort of thing.
Yes.
But yeah.
Or you were a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
You're a Christmas gift. I think we put like a Christmas something or other. We tied you up in like Christmas lights or something.
Mm-hmm.
I
put
don't
a
know.
bow on me.
Yeah, you put a bow on you. You were a gift.
Yeah.
You were a gift of sorts.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. Well, it is funny, and I don't know if we've talked about it before, but it is. People always say people would assume it is just so much more comfortable. Maybe comfortable isn't the right word I'm looking for, to perform with your partner. Or people say, "Oh, well, you must be able to shoot content all the time because you and another performer are married. I have to go out and like find other performers to shoot with." And it's like, it's actually more difficult I don't know if difficult's even the right word that I'm looking for, but it's like, it's strange because it's like we live, you know, we are married, we live together, and it's strange when it's like, okay, tomorrow is a shoot. It's like it encourages us. Or
it's strange. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, I mean,
I don't think it's strange at all. We've been doing this for like years. I know,
years but we don't
to
shoot.
To me, it's very normal.
Okay, the last time we shot together, just me and you, was when we were at Miami Exotica. I mean, I know me and you, you know, we have sex without, you know, like it's like it becomes harder if we know another girl's coming to town, or we're taking a content trip, or when we lived in LA and we, you know, and you're shooting with another performer, it's scheduled like a scene. It makes it a little more difficult to schedule a shoot when it's me and you. And I know I try to sometimes, and it's like, tomorrow we should shoot something, and then it just turns into a regular day.
It.
Yeah, that's not scheduling it. I get it.
That's like saying we should go to the dog park tomorrow. Like, you know,
right.
Are we or are we not?
Right. Well, don't you find that it's easier to schedule a shoot? You understand what I'm saying here.
You said it was strange. And
okay, maybe strange isn't what is the word that I'm looking for?
It's just how it, you know, shoots are shoots, whether they're with you or with someone else.
That's true.
And so if it is a shoot and there needs to be some level of like organization and a time set and a location, I don't think it's weird or strange at all. It's just...
Okay,
it just happens to be with me and you versus...
That's not what I'm saying is strange. I guess I'm saying sometimes it feels strange to schedule a shoot with just me and you. When I had a production company, it was a little bit different. You know, when it's just me and you and a cell phone, sometimes it feels strange to schedule it. And then sometimes we schedule it.
I did not know that.
And then the dog pees on the floor or something. And then we, you know, and then sometimes...
Again, that's...
Yeah.
You know,
it's not as...
I don't think any of this
I feel like you're not understanding my point. People think that we live in a 24/7 easy, accommodating way to shoot content. And it's not just because I'm a performer and you're a performer and we have sex a lot or as much as...
It's different because we both also have multiple other jobs. We both are still actively performing with others. If a OnlyFans couple is, you know, together living under the same roof and that's all they do, they don't do other things, it probably is easier, and there's probably a less need to quote schedule it because that's just all that exists in their life and in their world work-wise. Whereas, you know, me and you do multiple things. We're traveling individually and separately for different things. Yes. We're both filming with other people and each other. So to me, it just makes sense to schedule the stuff and just keep it organized. Otherwise, otherwise what happens is what you said is we'll be watching TV and be like, oh, tomorrow maybe we should film something. Yeah. And then it just doesn't happen because it's not set. You know, like, so I like the scheduling.
Yes. I'm saying it's necessary.
If we were like more retired in life and living in Costa Rica on like a shack on the beach with just like our Wi-Fi and ourselves,
a ring light plugged in all the time.
And there was like that, we had nothing really to do, then that would be different. But we're pretty busy people.
Right. So you know. I guess the moral of the story is we have to schedule shoots with each other the same way we would schedule shoots with anybody else.
Yes.
And I have to look at your calendar.
Yes.
And I have to, you know, even some of the people yesterday was like, oh, you know, because the girl that made the props for the shoot, she was like, I wish I had more time. Is there any way we could just do this next week? I mean, it's just you and Aaron, right? And I'm like, no, Aaron's leaving town. I'm like, the shoot has to be today. You know, like it has to be. It can't happen on another day. It's not, you know, we're actually both
literally
busy
flying
people.
To San Diego tomorrow at like 5 a.m.
Yeah. You have.
And I'll be gone for.
You have a big week.
I'm going to be in San Diego for a couple days, LA for a week.
To go visit friends, family. Well,
I'm actually, I'm going to a friend's funeral service.
I didn't know if you wanted to mention that or not. So,
I mean, it's okay. Yeah. You know, it's part of existing. You know, people live, people die.
Well, as you see, I was covering for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But after that, after a couple days in San Diego, I fly. Then I'm going to take the train to Los Angeles and be with my boyfriend, Owen Gray, for a week.
The ladies, and everybody's favorite.
We're going to have our special week together.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that very much. And then I fly to meet you in Salem for Halloween and our wedding anniversary.
I know.
So we're going to do some spooky Salem witchy things.
If anybody has recommendations of what to do in Salem, let us know. I scheduled us to do a walking tour. And you know what? The walking tour on the website, it said that it won the award. There are awards for walking tours. I don't know if you knew this. There are awards for getting ass fucked. There are awards for other things.
Just those two things.
Just getting ass. There's walking tours and
there may be other awards and accolades, but those are the only two. Only two that matter.
And historical walking tours. Right. Anyway, it won the award for best historical walking tour in the world.
No,
okay?
It didn't.
Yes, it did. World. Yes, it did. At least in the country.
Well, which one is it? You just said the world. And now it's
I'm
the
just
country.
Gonna go and say
if I keep pressing you in two more sentences, it'll be the best walking tour in Salem. And there's only one.
No. It was definitely more than that because there were so many gold buttons on the website that really flexed on this. So I really hope it better be an amazing walking tour.
Well, what is it a tour of? The fucking whole town? Like
I mean, it's the town.
Okay,
of Salem. I don't know. Where witches were burned alive and stuff.
There could be.
I actually really can't remember.
Last year we went on a walking tour in a cemetery. We did. That wasn't a tour of Brooklyn. It was
yes. So you're right.
I'm trying to get some info.
I honestly, my ADD focused on the awards and got very excited. I clicked there, and they did say you had to sign up for it early. So I don't know. I saw that it was the number one walking tour in the country or world. I signed up for it.
Or the Northeast region.
It's in Salem. Anything past that, I actually don't know. But I'm assuming it's a walking tour of the city of Salem.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah. I think all signs are pointing
Salem's
to
not
this
that
being
big,
a great time.
So, it's a small town. Yeah. How funny that we did a walking tour last year, too. On our anniversary on Halloween. We did a walking tour of the Greenwood Cemetery.
It was fun.
And it was
a nighttime walk, outdoor.
Yeah. And if anyone lives in New York or you're visiting New York, please do it. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite things I've ever done.
So I'm a little doing
upset.
Anything else?
I wonder if that walking tour had won any awards.
Clearly not, because you just very confidently stated like several times.
What is that award show
like?
The
Salem Walking Tour is the award.
Do you think it's an awards show? I guess the awards are really the theme of the show. Between my awards dress and the Expos Awards and Kourtney Kardashian and the Salem Walking Tour.
What award did Kourtney Kardashian win?
Well, I wore her dress on stage at the red carpet of the Expos Awards show.
Gotcha.
But however, I'm sure that Kourtney...
She's probably
Travis Barker has definitely won awards. He's definitely won awards. There's like Grammys or VMAs, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's racked up a few.
Yeah, he's definitely won a lot of awards. I don't know which ones, but they're not as exciting as a walking tour.
Are we doing anything
Does
else?
anyone have any more questions about walking tours? Please direct them at us. Yeah.
Are we doing anything else in Salem besides this walking tour?
I don't really have a plan other than this walking tour.
Okay, so it better be good.
And just, but we're open to taking suggestions. Gotcha. I did find out, which has given me severe anxiety, that because Salem is so crazy during Halloween, none of the restaurants take reservations at all. Not one. Right.
So we better hope that tour walks us into a
and there's no food in the hotel
at a restaurant.
Yeah. Maybe the
tour it walks through a diner.
And at the end, you get to order food. So, that is for me to go on a vacation and not have reservations planned ahead of time is that's very
unhinged. Yeah, we're really living on the edge.
It's like very unhinged for me. Yeah. Anyway.
And then after Salem, we're not home yet.
After Salem, you're right. We're not home yet.
We fly to New Jersey.
We fly to New Jersey and we are going to Exotica for just one night. We will both be signing at the Brazzers booth at Exotica, New Jersey. So come and say hello.
What's the date on that?
No, whatever the first Friday of November is.
It's like November 3rd or 4th.
Or 4th.
First Friday in November.
Whatever
Come see your favorite podcast host /
okay, it's November
4th / friends.
Yeah, come see us at the Brazzers booth. We're only signing Friday from 6 to 10. I normally go to Exotica all weekend, but I will be running the New York Marathon on November 6th. So I will only be there Friday. I was going to sign Saturday, but everybody told me that was a very bad idea because I have stuff I need to do before the marathon. And since we won't be home beforehand, I'm cramming for a marathon right now. I'm like I'm so not where I'm supposed to be, but that's okay. It's my second marathon.
How does one cram for a marathon?
You're supposed to go in like increments.
Go where?
Like go on runs in increments and just keep increasing them.
How's that been going?
Well, here's the thing. My friend Alex, who I always run with, she has an injury, unfortunately, and she's not running at the moment. So after she stopped running, I fell off. I had no motivation anymore. She was the one who was like, all right, we're going to do this run on this day at this time. After that left, I've just been left.
Just jogging without a plan.
Yeah.
Aimlessly.
She had a very regimented
walking.
thing. This week we do this many miles. This week we do this. So I was on a good plan, and then after she was injured, I don't have a plan anymore.
What
so
a bad friend of her to get injured and fuck up your shit.
No,
like
that is not what I'm saying at all.
I'm just messing with you.
I am so sorry you got injured, Alex.
We love you, Alex.
She's doing okay. She has to get some stuff repaired in her hip.
Rehabilitation.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna.
I'm cramming, so I need to do a 20-mile run this weekend.
You're just gonna let it.
I should have done a 20
without a parachute and do a whole ass marathon without training.
Well, I've trained ish. I've gone on. I've just been training off the cuff, but I need to do a 20-mile run this weekend. By this point, I should have already done a 20-mile run, but I haven't done one yet. So I need to do one this weekend. I have to just wake up and do it. It has been raining a lot, so I'm going to blame it on the rain.
Blame it on the rain. Okay. Do we have any questions?
Do you think that studios seen their day here with the rise of private content creators?
Oh, you mean like porn studios?
Yeah.
I think, it doesn't even matter what I think. The proof is mainly yes, because almost no studios exist anymore outside of the big. There's two major corporations, companies, whatever, that kind of own every studio in porn, basically. So there's really only two main sort of studios that have brands underneath their main umbrella. And almost every other independent studio with the rise of OnlyFans has basically shut down or shifted. So I think that the game has changed greatly now.
The game has changed greatly, but I wouldn't say that studios are obsolete. I think a lot of people don't take into account that in order for somebody to succeed on OnlyFans, they have to have fans. So I think a lot of people do come into porn with sort of a plan of I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and then just do OnlyFans. Also, if you think about it, the porn industry has sort of mimicked the music industry in some ways or another. I mean, there used to be so many labels. Like, so, you know, we had so many, I know growing up, a lot of my friends are on these like smaller labels or these labels that were subsidiaries of other labels. And all of those have kind of fallen to the ground or got swallowed up, you know, by bigger people. But there's still an advantage for a band to sign to a label, but it's got to be a huge label, because anything small people can do on their own, you know. So if a label, I'm assuming, I don't know, I know the music industry has a whole different thing, and I know some specifics about it, but I'm not going to pretend I know everything. You know, I think labels can still provide giant tours for a new artist. I mean, if you're Taylor Swift, you can do everything on your own. But I think a label could still provide that extra push. You know, to be on the radio. There's not really much of a radio anymore, but I know there's still things a label can do for you to take you from big to bigger, right? But it's not all the smaller people,
or from unknown to big faster.
Yeah.
I think mainly, and I think mainly the key point is, and this works for both music and porn, is it used to be there was one path to fame and success. You know, if you weren't on a record label as a band, even an indie one, like you could only get so far.
There was no other way.
And if you weren't working for the big studios in porn as a porn star, porn performer, you could only get so far. So famous, you know, but now there is not just one way now. Now you can become just as famous, just as, you know, financially successful, just as whatever as artists on a big label without one. If you do the right things, if the stars align, if you kind of know how to run your business. And as a porn performer, you don't ever have to step foot on a studio set to be famous, to have followers, to be successful. I mean, look at Flesh Mechanic. We had him on.
Yeah. It's the new Girth Master.
Flesh Master and Girth Master, both of them.
Flesh Master.
Oh my God. Flesh Mechanic and Girth Master, both newer male porn performers who are some of the top guys right now have never set foot on a studio set ever. Right. And they don't, because they don't need to.
They don't need to.
And, you know, if anything, I think both of those guys are more famous than me and more financially successful.
I mean,
than me.
I say it's like they got to, I have said to them before, and I've said it, I think, on other podcasts before, it's like they got to be lawyers without going to law school, you know, or something like that.
That's a weird analogy, because a lawyer has to learn the law.
Yes, but what if a lawyer was able to to score perfectly on the bar exam without going? What if like somebody went to law school and they did all the stuff you're supposed to do in law school? I mean, tying it back, Kim Kardashian.
Oh my God.
She took the bar without going to law school. I think she had like a tutor.
She took the bar?
Yeah, she did.
Well,
Kim Kardashian's a fucking lawyer. Yeah.
Again, I don't watch the show.
I don't know this. She failed it a few times and then she passed it. It was all really stressful and I'm really happy for her. Good job, Kim.
But the point is she was studying.
She was studying, but she didn't do it the traditional way, and she still became a lawyer. Okay, fair. And I get it. She didn't do it the traditional way because she was Kim Kardashian, and she probably a little bit of a distraction to be in, to go to Harvard Law School or whatever. But
yeah.
But there is a way to do that. And she actually talked about it in an interview she did. I believe she talked about it on the what's that show? The Jay Leno's show on Netflix.
Garage.
I think.
Jay Leno's
no,
Garage.
Not Jay Leno. Oh God.
She drove cars around with
Letterman.
Jay.
No, she didn't. It was David Letterman. What's his Netflix show called? Sure. Where he does long interviews with people. I'm not insane.
I'm sure it exists.
Right. What is it called? There's a name for it. Brian. It's on the tip of my tongue. Well, he had a Netflix. It's still going on. Now it's on the tip of my tongue. What's it called, Brian?
Okay, what does this have to do with
I'm just saying Kim Kardashian went on there and she talked about her process of becoming a lawyer.
It's called My Next Guest.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. And apparently some people do that. And it's like you can become a lawyer without going the traditional way of going to law school, but you still learn all the important things about law. So What I'm saying is Flesh Mechanic is like Kim Kardashian.
Brilliant analogy.
In porn.
Brilliant. You really nailed it.
And
Really
that,
brought that
friends,
one home. Is our show for today. Let's do a.
How does everything keep tying back to the Kardashians?
Because you're making it. How?
Okay, and for the record, I have been, and I'm not like, there's definitely been seasons of the Kardashians I haven't watched. I've skipped entire seasons. It's something I used to just put on when I was cleaning the house or was folding laundry. You know, I'd dip in and out of it. I've always found them very entertaining. Sometimes you're laughing with them. Sometimes you're laughing at them. I have 2 sisters. We are actually all like about the same ages and ages apart as the Kardashians. So I don't know. I've always really identified.
You can really relate.
We really have a lot in common. But if I had to pick someone, I'm really most like Kim. She did do a porn after all.
All right.
I find them entertaining. Okay. Let me be entertained. They are like a real life, like that movie, The Truman Show. Honestly, it's like we've all been.
I'm not stopping you. I love your love for.
I don't know if it's love. It's
or
like
whatever.
I can't explain it.
I support your passions. It was
always a guilty pleasure of mine, and I'm not guilty about it anymore.
All right, let's write a haiku. We got to get out of here. We're on a time crunch.
I know. Okay.
I'm gonna start. Travis, baby time. There we go.
Not Travis, I'm pregnant. No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Travis, baby time.
All right.
Take it, Joanna. God, this is. Woo! All right.
Walking tours through Salem win. Walking tours through Salem win.
Okay. Win like wind or win like we win?
They win awards.
Oh, okay.
Walking tours through Salem win.
So, Travis, baby time. And then walking tours through Salem win. Brian, what do we got for the last line?
This one's easy. Sexy Halloween.
Boom. So recap. Travis, baby time. Walking tours through Salem win. Sexy Halloween.
All right. Well, everybody,
have a good Halloween.
Go check out our OnlyFans and see the disastrous scene that we shot.
Great promo shots. The sex scene is interesting.
You know, there is so much makeup on the hotel room bed. I feel so bad for
I kept the sunglasses on the whole time.
He kept his sunglasses on.
You guys get charged for that?
We'll see.
It's just makeup. I don't know. Am I going to get an extra cleaning fee? I hope not. Yeah. I don't have Kardashian money, so I really hope not.
Charge it to the Kardashian tab. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good Halloween.
And we'll see you in November.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.